I want to deal with this story too, because we've been reporting on this. You haven't said much about it, nor has Larry Puccio, but it has to do with the Hilton Garden Inn Hotel, which you and Larry Puccio were initially investors in. This hotel has gone upside down. It's in bankruptcy court. It has non-payment of taxes that are due. So I'd like to get, if you can, I know that your investment was as a result of a blind trust, but I really would like to get some clarification from you if you're willing to do that. And I understand you're not a defendant in the legal actions on this hotel.
No.
I understand that. But your involvement, can you clarify what the involvement of you and Larry, which is AA Properties, is in terms of this hotel investment?
Let me speak on my own behalf.
All right.
I can't speak for anybody else but myself. My financial investments are in the blind trust and always have been since public service. My understanding is the complaint that was filed was in error, and we're going through the process to get it corrected, Hoppy, because the blind trust, I mean, it's hard for me to comment on it beyond that. I'll just tell you that it was a mistake for us being named on that, and there's working through the court system to correct it. And that's all I can say, and that's all I know.
But you do know, and I understand it's a blind trust, but clearly with all the reporting that's taken place, you know more about it. There's more in the public about it. And you and Larry were initially investors. I mean, that's evident, correct?
Our blind trust, again, I was saying the blind trust does make investments. I'm not involved in investments. The blind trust makes investments.
Mm-hmm. And you...
Okay, my name's on it, and I understand high profile. My name is going to come up no matter what. I think it's going through the procedure, and the court procedure is going to make corrections, we're told. I'm told by Steve Ruby, my attorney, that those corrections will be made and everything should be clarified. So I've got to wait until it goes through that process. So
you have an expectation that you all were not correctly named in this litigation, and there will be a filing by the folks in bankruptcy court that would remove AA as party to this? Is that your understanding? Joe, you there? We lost him. Kind of ill-timed. But no, he didn't hang up. I mean, he's calling back right now. So we'll get him. We'll get him back here and just answer a couple more questions on that, because when he was coming on today, he did agree to answer some basic questions about this. Hey, Joe, you back with us?
I'm back with Hop. I don't know what happened.
Okay, no problem. No problem. Okay. So you have an expectation that you... Again, the timing is super weird on that, okay? I'm not cutting him off, and I do not believe he's hanging up on me, but it's right at this critical point to try to get some fundamental answers on this in terms of the investment on the Hilton Garden, because we've been following that story for a couple of months now, and that Hilton Garden has gone completely upside down. It's in bankruptcy proceedings. There have been issues with the owners paying bills, paying due taxes, those kinds of things. Now, AA, which is Puccio and Manchin, they got out of this thing a while back. Okay, Joe, you're with us now.
Hey, Hoppy, I think I'm back. I don't know what's going on, but we're trying, buddy.
Okay. So tell me this. All right, the question was, you expect then that there would be a filing that would remove AA Properties, that's you and Larry, from being involved in any of this litigation? You expect that to happen? I'm
told by my attorney, Steve Ruby, that my name is in there by error. This whole thing is by error, and that's supposed to be removed through the court system. I'm not involved with the bankruptcy whatsoever. Steve Ruby's handling all this for us, and that's not going to tell you what he's telling me. Mm-hmm. So I trust him. He's the most competent attorney and does a great job, and I just assume that we're waiting for the court system, which, if it operates like we do in legislature, it could be a little while. Yeah,
Senator, the AA Properties, that the investment group of you and Larry that is in fact or was in a blind trust, did get out of the hotel deal at some point. Can you expand at all on the circumstances under which you all withdrew your investment?
Hoppy, I got to tell you, I wish I could. I don't know. I'm in a blind trust, so I don't have any decision-making in that. In a blind trust, you don't make those decisions. Again, our attorney, Mr. Ruby, would be the one if he's able to clarify that. But basically, what Steve is saying is it's been corrected through the courts because an error was made. And
Have you? Well, let me ask you this. I mean, but as this has become known, clearly you then knew later, if you didn't know initially, that you were an investor in this. What is your reaction or comment on what has happened at that hotel in terms of non-payment of taxes, bankruptcy, that sort of thing?
I understand the principal individual who, I mean,
Bill Abruzzino.
I don't know what has happened to him or his life or his health or whatever. I can't comment on that because I just don't know. I just don't know, Hoppy, but something drastically has gone wrong for him to be in this situation.
Okay. Do you know how well did you have trust in Abruzzino? Do you know him or trust him or have any comment about Abruzzino?
I don't know him that well. I know Bill Abruzzino. I don't know him. I don't know his family, and I've known Bill. Bill's, I think, originally from the Shinston, Marion County, Harrison County area. That's what I know about Bill.
All right. We're going to leave it there. U.S. Senator Joe Manchin. Senator, thanks for coming on.